Greetings! And once again, welcome back to the insanity. Last time we left off, we started off with a massive refactoring process. We started refactoring in this area. I think we built this train section and stuff, and yeah, it was way overdue basically to start cleaning up things. So in this episode, we will be doing a couple of things. First off, I will stop requesting glass and stop requesting stone because I don't think it's very helpful. I will actually be staying here in this area for a while so that the robots probably, hopefully, can help me get some items. And I have an idea sort of that I want to do some refactoring, some new production, some dealing with problems in each episode. So like, for example, we currently know that titanium plates is a problem and we know that urea is a problem. So that's parts of the things that I will be focusing on. The reason urea is a problem is partially because we are, well, it's messy to see here, but it's partially because we are missing AUG food, which is produced over here, which needs more Faugaia. And there's plenty of other things that needs Faugaia, so essentially we will be making a centralized Faugaia production. Then I also want to make a centralized seaweed production and a centralized moss production because there are so many bloody things that needs seaweed and moss. And then I also want to clean up some things and I want to work on the titanium plates. So how about we start off with cleaning up some things, because then the robots can still give me items and the robots can also build a couple of empties if they so want to. So I believe we have some things we can clean up somewhere around here, for example. Because we changed the recipe for rubber not so long ago. And this means that there are probably a couple of things here that we don't need anymore. Yeah, like over here. Look at this. So I will essentially be deconstructing things using this lovely deconstruction planner. So that means I won't be needing this, which is a good thing because I don't have any iron here anyway. And I don't need those, and I don't need this. And then let's see, here we have a tailings pipe that's not going anywhere. So that's something that can be deconstructed. And look at this is another pipe. And here we have some more pipes. And this might not look very interesting, but I'm hoping that it will become interesting later on. So this is basically a seaweed producer for the old handcrafting of things, of the simple circuit boards. Don't need that anymore. And it feels like there is something else I'm missing over here. I think I still need this one. Oh, but I don't need this one, do I? Nope. So that we can get rid of. And oh my god, this is going to be so exhausting to just clean up these things. Actually, I don't think I need this belt here at all, which means that we can clean this part up. And that means that we can clean a lot of these things up. Many belts. And it's here you can see why we are not having any items on this belt, because it used to be filled with iron, but then I changed something to remove that. And this means that we can also turn off this copper, I believe. But instead of removing the whole thing, I will just turn off the input over there for the moment. Then I can clean up the belts myself, because it will take the robots quite a bit of time to do that. Okay, and then we also have the old plastic production, which is this one. Because I'm quite sure that I moved that over here. So that means that we can just get rid of this old plastic production, which is nice. And this means that I can get rid of this pipe of syngas. Can actually get rid of this completely. What I don't want to get rid of is these nixly tiles, because I love them. But dear old friend syngas pipe, you have been very helpful over the years. Well, it's not quite years just yet, but still, you have been very helpful. A good friend. It's sad to see you go, but I think it's time. That means that we can also get rid of this little gasifier. Well, not so little, like most other machines in this mod pack. And then it also means that we don't need these aromatics over here, especially considering we have a large amount of aromatics elsewhere. And that means that we don't need this. That means we don't need these pipes with tar. And this all means that we definitely need a new roboport somewhere in this area. And nothing needs any tar over here anymore. So that's a lot of cleaning up. And this pipe is no longer used as well. So we're getting rid of essentially the whole tar pipe from the old fluid bus that we created like 60 or so episodes ago. No, it's more than that, 70 episodes. Jesus, where does time even go? Okay, and then we have also moved these AUX. So this little area over here can also be cleaned up. So we are basically just deconstructing all the things. And yes, I'm very much looking for a mod that would like automatically detect these kind of things. I've even considered making such a mod myself, but I don't think that there is any existing mod out there that can do all these advanced things of getting rid of all unused things and follow the chains as long as like I do here. Okay. We're slowly getting somewhere, I think. I imagine that these robots have quite a bit of stuff to do at this point. So cages, we don't no longer need that here, which means that we don't need this belt of solder and titanium. Which means that we don't need to have those splitters everywhere. We don't need this belt for sure. And we don't need to have this belt either. And we don't even need these little electric poles. And we don't need this factory. We don't need that inserter. Okay, get to work, robots. Do we still need this moss? Not so sure, actually. Maybe we don't. It's a bit hard to tell right now because this moss is creating carbon dioxide, and that is used over here, but it also goes downward if needed, which goes into another moss farm. Then it goes over here and probably into another moss farm or two or a bunch. Okay, it also goes to this thing, whatever this is. Formic acid. Why do I have formic acid over here? Oh, of course, that's used to produce the latex, which is still needed for the rubber production, but it's not needed for science anymore. Because it was previously used to make rubber stoppers, but now we are getting rubber stoppers directly from rubber, so that's taken care of. Oh, of course, and then there's these things. Because we are no longer getting any coal over here, that means that some of these, well, all of these high pressure furnaces are also no longer used. Because we are producing coke elsewhere and we are producing hot air elsewhere. Because it kind of varied a bit. Sometimes it was I needed hot air and sometimes I needed the coke. But now I think that this is no longer needed at all. So we will just deconstruct this. And I hope, by the way, that I'm right about the part of it not being needed, because if it is needed, then we will have a bit of a problem, but hey, that's why we are here, and isn't it? To fix problems. Okay, good. Am I done with the deconstruction now? Unlikely. Let's continue a bit further. It's going to take these robots quite a while to do this. Okay. Now, have I accidentally marked electric pole for deconstruction? No, I haven't. Good. And this little train doesn't have a path naturally, because is this my train? It is my train. Okay. Wonder what it's doing there, but okay, fine. So during all this, I think our robots have been a bit helpful at least. Let me help them along the way. Yeah, there is pipes there. What's the problem, robots? No, the problem is probably that we need more robots. Oh well. And let's see here. I think we can get rid of some stuff here as well. Petri dish. Why do I have petri dish there? Why do I have seaweed? Well, okay, seaweed might be useful. Oh, water barrels. Come on. Okay, I think that's enough of the cleaning up for the moment. So let's start actually doing something. How did I even get here? Oh, there is interesting. There is an Nextly tile area here. Let's expand on that, shall we? Oops. So right now I'm just trying to find my way to a proper place. And speaking of which, I have something to do over here, because over here we have chromium using a horribly bad process, but still we have chromium, and we have tin. And you know what we can do about that? We can make tin chromium alloy. Okay, we can't make tin chromium alloy because we haven't finished the research yet. But we do eventually need a smelter for this. So let's make a smelter. At least we can prepare with some belts and stuff. Just to make them go to the same place, more or less. Because it turns out that it's usually easier to put them together if they are at the same place. Something like that. What is this? Some very, very old stone bricks. I don't want stone bricks. Thank you. Alrighty then. So what I would like to do is to work on some Fawagai production. Where's my car? I thought it was here. Oh, there it is. Okay. Ugh. So slow. Okay. So it looks like we need a couple of roboports at various places. Like for example, one could be very useful over here. I have big electric poles, and that is so awesome, because then I don't need to fill the whole area with small electric poles. Okay, and it seems like I could use yet another one. Like over here. Oh, but then those areas are not covered. So very well. Let's build yet another roboport over here. Trying to cover as much of an area as possible. This is nice actually that I do get coverage for the roboports even without power, but I do want power on them as well. And can I please stop bumping into things? Perfect. That means that the robots should have a bit of an easier job to deconstruct things now that they can actually reach the things that they should deconstruct. And oh boy, we are missing so many deconstruction robots and logistic robots and all kinds of robots, but that's okay. Now I would like to get some landfill because I think it's time to start setting up a new city block. Namely a city block for Fawagaye and for seaweed and for moss. Where do I have that again? Right, it's over here. And we are surely not lacking any landfill. One might argue that I should take from all these warehouses evenly, but no. I don't care about that, because there's really no shortage of landfill. Oh, I think I almost collided with a train there. That will be one way to create shortage of landfill if I would collide with a train when I have my car full of landfill and my car would be destroyed and all its inventory along with it. Yeah, that would be bad. That would be very annoying. Luckily it's just landfill, but still. And this is gonna take a while. But we are actually filling in 2 city blocks of landfill here. Which is why it's taking a while. Because it's just such a big area. Back and forth, back and forth. This is actually the first episode I'm recording for a while, because it felt like I just needed a bit of a break from Factorio. Because I'm starting to realize just how much of work it is to play this mod pack. I mean, In the last episode, I started looking into how to make the next two science packs, which is the Pi science pack and the chemical science pack, and it's just mind-boggling how complex those are. And I think that sort of made me lose a bit of motivation to play this. But I'm not giving up, not yet. But I might not upload episodes regularly. I don't know. We will see how often it gets. Maybe once a week, twice a week. I don't know. Some weeks maybe not at all. So the important parts are taken care of. And I completely forgot about the water part of just having some small areas with water. But that's okay, I guess. Now let's see here. I would like to... it's this one. Let's see, where should I put that part? Okay, over here. Now I would actually like to fill in this area as well, just so that we complete the blueprint. There we go. And I would actually like to use this one mostly. And once again, I would very much like to complete this blueprint. I don't think I have enough landfill actually to complete this. Oh, I do. Thank you. Great. Now let's just use up the rest of the landfill. Good. Then we should have some straight lines, please. And we should also have complete blueprint here. Thank you. And no, I have no intentions whatsoever of building this manually. I will for sure be asking robots to do it. Maybe just one little part of it I can do manually. And look at this, here we have some more water to fill in. And here I can actually try to remember to make a small pool. Because offshore pumps are much more efficient than any other water gathering way. But luckily we do have a way to get water without using offshore pumps. I still haven't seen any kind of water fill or something like that in this mod pack. So this is the outline of two brand new city blocks. Let's see, where should the crossing be? Oh, over there. Yippee-ki-yay. Sure thing. Well, we have actually started to get rid of some stuff here, so that's good. But then that means that this area over here should be a crossing as well. Because this down here will go up, 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 and onto this, and that means that there should be a crossing exactly where I'm standing. Or driving, or something. And we do need a bit more landfill here. Oh, come on. Thank you. There we go. So I guess then here comes the fun part or something, where we have to cover this with some roboports as well, in order for them to build stuff here. And oh boy, this is going to take a while. That's perfect. Close to the rails, but not completely covering the rails. And covering up a large area. Excellent, just as the way I like it. Interesting that they are able to have a diagonal connection there. Wouldn't have expected that, but okay, why not? Oh, hello robots, are you here for me? You are, how very kind of you. So yeah, this is, as you can see, quite a bit of work for these robots. Oh, and it fits. How nice. Then we should probably start from the bottom here, just to fill up the gap. And I hope that there's nothing else we will have planned for this area. Okay, and this will be interesting. Where can I put this? Okay, I need some more landfill. I need more landfill just to put down another roboport. So somewhere over here. Perfect. Ah, of course we have. Oh boy. We have some power poles over there, so that's good, perfect to connect it to. Now it might look like there should be a crossing over here, but the thing is that it shouldn't, because that's just me who have built something that shouldn't really be there, but is still there anyway. So, all right, I think that's enough landfill work for now. So now the idea here is I would like a couple of things. I would like to turn off caps lock is a start. I would need a tin chromium alloy in order to get petroleum gas, which we need for a better titanium plate recipe. And that's not completely finished yet. So let's start producing some things at this new area somewhere over here ish, wherever. Here it is. I would like this to be a Favugaya plantation area, and I'm putting the production like starting it from down here because here the rail is already finished and connected and everything is good, so I don't need to concern myself with connecting too much of the rails. Oh, is that a rail signal? Okay, sure. Perfect. I'm already missing the next lead tiles. Favugaya. Item requester. Benefit of expanding the Roboport network is that I can be just about anywhere and still get deliveries. Very nice. And this will be Favugaya item provider. And our research is finished, which makes me wonder where I dropped my car. There it is. So now I will be fixing that tin chromium alloy, just so that we have produced something that is new in this episode. Let's see, where is it? Oh, it's right here. Then I need a place to drop it off. Is this a coal requester? Yes, it is a coal requester. Okay. Then let's make this an item provider. This is Old Center West. Item provider. Thank you. That's a warehouse. Yeah, this is a multi-provider, is that? Perfect. Now I would actually like to upgrade this little multi-provider blueprint of mine. And that one also needs something. Come on. Yeah, okay. I'll add a third medium electric pole there. Okay, then let's see. Then we would like to have a big electric pole. Do I also want... Yeah, actually, why not? I can do like that. That's perfect. Then we can multi-provider. So please select new contents for the blueprint, please. And then I'm wondering, train stop names, no thank you. Tiles, no thank you. Entities, yes please. And don't need that one. Good. Thank you. Perfect. So now we just need to fix this part. We created a smelt. Oh, Jesus Christ, you are big. Why do you need to be so big? Come on. Okay, sure. How about we put you down there? And you're going to need, of course, you're going to need fuel. How wonderful. Oh, but how wonderful that I actually have a fuel requester not too far away. It's almost as if I planned this. Trust me, I didn't. Yes, yes, thank you, robots. Okay, and then let's make a splitter, because that's what you do when you need to split things, naturally. And some electricity, and a big electric pole. Huzzah! No? What? Ah, I see. You're not satisfied with items. You want to burn fluid, not items. Very well. I think we can accomplish that somehow. I think we hopefully have some benzene not too far away. Exactly. So where do I want this? Well, it doesn't matter that much actually. Oh, jeez, I need chemical science packs in order to fix some robot speed. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. Oh well. Just pausing a bit for the robots. And because I knew that would happen. Yeah, so far I guess it's enough to just have one of these. If or when I need more, I will expand it later. Oh, come on. So please use a red wire. That will be configured to request tin chromium alloy, say about 1000. And then this should be tin chromium alloy less than 0. And since I at the moment only have one inserter taking things out, I only need one inserter taking things in. Okay, good. So now this should be filling up with tin chromium alloy, which I already forgotten why I needed. No, just kidding. It's for the petroleum gas. Petroleum gas. So that should be provided at some point. Good. Now I wonder how many Favagaya plantations I can make. 0. How great. Wood and soil, of course. Yes, thank you robots, thank you. You are too kind. So the idea here is that I will be using the best recipe possible, because only the best is good enough. And then I will need to request all kinds of things. But it just so happens that I think we're doing that over here. So I'm going to steal this. Yes, I tend to steal things when I need stuff. In case there is a policeman listening in, I did not mean that. I was just kidding. Let's see here. Warehouse. Take everything out. And this is rotated incorrectly. Please send this message to there, and please combine it with what you have there. And then please put up some... Oh, come on. Thank you. And then I guess this might be a multi-provider actually. Hello, multi-provider. How great to have you here. Now in theory I could just allow the robots to set this up, but that would take ages. So that's not happening. Now the question is, did I mix up requester and provider here? No, I didn't. Good. Seems like I need some more repair packs because someone keeps crashing into things. Okay, so then let's see here. Let's copy this little setup over here. Like this. Then let's see, what else am I missing here? Why do I need... Oh, okay, of course, for the atomizers. But I don't think I will need any atomizers over here. So it will be manure and that, and then I'm going definitely to need some spore collectors. Probably more than one, but hey, we need to start somewhere. And then I do also want to have a pump jack in order to get some water. So please stop requesting this coal dust. Okay. I need iron. Where can I get some iron? This does not look like a car driving friendly zone. Do you have some iron for me? Looks like it. So I need a pump jack. And I need more spore collectors. Do I have any engines here? Doesn't look like it. Kind of think I would like to have some engines. Or do I have that maybe at the mall? I wonder. Have I set up a requesting of engines here? It does not look like it. Ah, whatever, I'll just go fix my own engines. This time. And maybe the next time. But not the time after that. Actually, that's one way to do it. Engines are quite useful, so I would like to have about 50 of them. Alright, moving right along. Where was I? Papagaia, spores, collectors, things. Steel plates. And I need wood and soil. There's some wood. Do I have any soil nearby? I think I do. Perfect. Oh, damn. 125 tin cables. Jesus. Alright. Why not? Where's my train? I would think I would like to switch to my train now. Oh, it's all the way down there. Sure. I guess that works. And at some point I should just move this out of the way as well. Oh, what's this? And what's this? Oh, of course. Okay, now you may go to my parking spot. Or actually, why go to my parking spot where you can take me to the Favgaia production? Or the lack of Favgaia production. Something something rail signals something something. Okay, now what? Oh, look, we have stuff here. How great is that? Manure. We're missing manure. Very well. Just so happens actually that I have a bit of a plan for how to resolve such situations where I don't have like all the ingredients that I need. So let's add 3 different variants here. And probably a bit of space between them. And have some Favgaia, have some Favgaia. And some more space. Great. So the idea is, I call this like a multi-recipe mechanism. The idea is to only allow input if there is no output of a better recipe. And I will hopefully be able to show you how this will work in practice. First off, we need input belts. And that in itself might be a bit of a mess. Now that I think about it. But I think we have dealt with worse. Good, this is only requires 1. So we need to put Favgaia spores and improved fungal substrates on the first belts. Favgaia spores. We don't have any Favgaia spores yet. I need to get some Favgaia spores, naturally. Here we go. Please make me some Favgaia spores. .6 Favgaia spores, please. Not even sure why the other one is still an option, because there's just no way that that's better. Well, I guess maybe for some people who don't like wasting items or something. I have nothing against wasting items, so that's why I would like to use the best recipe. There we go, that's some Favagaia spores. Now these Favagaia spores should be combined with the improved fungal substrates, which we have over here. And did I make a mistake in my thinking? Yes, I probably did. Because it's easier if they come from this direction. Here, please take some improved fungal substrates. And then let's see here. No, this is not, this is not working either, but anyway. Okay, let's make a mess. I give up. Let's make a mess. Here, look at that. Look at this little mess. There we go. Perfect. Perfect mess. Isn't this mess absolutely horrifying? But wait a minute. So the thing is that I would like to have these on the same belt. One going over there, that might be, actually no, not even that. If at first you don't succeed, delete and place again. That's better. Now this can actually prioritize the right side, because the right side in this case are the better recipes. And I have an odd number of, god damn it, oh well. Ah, copy pasting that was pretty useless. And now we just need some water, please. Where's my pump jack? There it is. Let's put it in the absolute middle of everything. Where it is in the way the most. Okay, good. So some more water, please. Thank you. And then we need to have manure here. And manure plus biomass over here. But the problem at this point is that we don't really have any manure. So, okay. You may kind of go like there. And you should also prioritize the right hand side, because that's where the better recipe is. So now this is kind of where the fun begins. I don't need those coal dust, but sure, why not? Namely, I will be first of all setting up some inserters. And long-handed inserters. Insert all the things. And then it seems like I also need a little output for some reason. And I need more belts. And I could actually use some big electric poles for the wires. So let's see here. Here is an output belt, there is an output belt, there is an output belt. And all of these will eventually join naturally, for which I need more belts, as usual. No surprise there. And then, yeah, I will want to use this combinator. So I will want to use this one. Should just read the belt contents and it should hold. So it will continuously keep track of how much is on the belt. But the thing is that it will take whatever it has and multiply it by 1, and then it will output a signal. Let's call it G. The reason I'm not using A or anything else is because, well, actually I could do that. Just realized. Let's call this one A. A is in the worst possible, because I don't think it's likely that I will set up any production of anything that is worse than this. So this one will send its contents over here, and then we will have right below it there will be an enabled condition which checks if signal B is empty. And then you might wonder what signal B? Well, signal B will naturally come over here. So this one will check what is on the belt. It will output the signal B, and then it will be enabled as long as C is empty. And C is naturally the one over here in that case, which is then the third worst option. And using this way, I have not locked up any important signals, so I will be able to scale this by just adding D, E, F, D, and so on. And then this should prioritize the input from the left, which is where the better recipe comes from. And then using this magic, I will always have a steady stream of Fawagae, no matter who is producing it, no matter which recipe is produced, there should always be some Fawagae here. And that will naturally be leading to the train station output. No surprise there. Where we need a couple of fast inserters. And of course, they also need some electricity. And most importantly, a wire. Let's use a green wire. So Fawagae less than 10,000. Yes, I do actually want that much Fawagae. Believe it or not, I do think it will be very useful at some point. So now it should be easy for me to scale each of these parts individually. For example, right now I see that we need more of these, essentially. And I'm a complete idiot, because I just put away all my Fawagae, which means that I can't really kickstart these just yet. But I also need some more inserters, so... Okay, come on, give me some Fawagae, please. Oh, there we go. Good, thank you. Now please start these machines. I do believe that this setup of this kind of multi-recipe approach will come in handy, for sure. I think I will be using that many times. Because it's not like there's any lack of different variations to do things in this mod pack. Oh, Jesus Christ, low power, really? 207. Oops, it seems like we are running out of power, mostly because the AUG power generators are currently not active. But then again, this Fawagae should help give us some AUG food, which should help in getting more, well, more production going of the AUG food. because the old food is currently missing the Fawagaya. So I will just steal some of these, or I mean borrow, or I mean I don't copy. No, not copy. Take. Where do we have the old food? It's probably over here somewhere. Oh boy. Well, at least we have the tin chromium alloy. Doesn't feel like we've done much in this episode, but well, we have started, well, yeah, now that I think about it, we have actually done quite a bit. We've set up 2 new city blocks, more or less. We've removed quite a number of things. And we've refactored the Fawagaya production, which is no longer missing. Well, we've refactored the Fawagaya production because we thought we needed Fawagaya, but it turns out that right now we need seaweed. So how great is that? I guess then that seaweed is the next thing we will refactor and fix and work on. And right now, let's see, the best reasonable recipe could be this, except for the fact that I don't have any slaked lime. It's not this. This is not as good as it sounds. And this would be nice for sure. Oh wow, 660. 3 times the speed. Yeah, 3 times slower, but 10 times more products. How do I make slaked lime? Does all of these needs? Yeah, all of these need slaked lime, of course. Sure thing. Okay, how do I make that? Coal processing free. That's not happening. Calcium carbide gives slaked lime, and it gives acetylene, which can probably be combusted. It can be combusted, and with a quite powerful recipe as well. Interesting. Oh, titanium ore. Interesting. I like this. Like it already. Okay, and this is essentially the only reasonable way we can make it at this point, so it's probably a good idea to store it. So yeah, we know how to do this, but it's so annoying. So coke and lime. How do I have any lime? I don't think I have any lime. And now I think maybe I actually want to use a different recipe for seaweed. Well, naturally we should make it a multi-recipe thing again. So we will probably have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different options. Unless we can count on always having carbon dioxide, which we probably can count on. More or less, I think. We should always have carbon dioxide in LTN. If we don't, something is wrong. Something is very wrong. An easy fix would be to just add some more of these seaweed crop facilities over here. I don't know. Why does it have to always be something missing? Here, have some seaweed. Very temporary fix. But that's what I do when I get annoyed. Oops, I can't believe that one was so important. Okay. Fine, let's just prepare for the titanium processing by providing these things to LTN. Which requires some more landfill. Where's my car? There it is. It's inside the spaghetti land. I think I have enough landfill. But it probably doesn't hurt to pick up some more. Nice, lots of spaces in my inventory. Makes it a lot faster to move things. Okay, let's see if I can get out of this mess without being hit by a train. So far so good. Oh boy, these poor robots. They are sure going to be busy for quite a while. Oh, look at this. Of course, the robots are also taking up quite a bit of power at this point, probably. See, this is why I would like to have more AUG food as well, in order to be able to sustain more of the AUG production power. How far down should I go? Further, apparently. I also think that this expansion of the robot grid that we made will also be quite useful. A little pool. Okay, what do we have here? Heavy oil. Oh, of course. I can fill these up to make this process go a bit faster. That's probably about time. Not that I really need those at the moment, or rather use them at the moment. Okay, yeah, I think we can... Nope, we can't, of course. Well, yeah, I do have some underground pipes. Good. So down here, I would like to have a train station. Believe it or not. But I'm sure you believe it. LT... Nope. Very well. And I don't have a pie tank either, so alright. I guess that's a per good time to end this episode in this case. I'll just fix some signals here, like that. And like that. Very well, that's it for this episode. Next time we will provide more things to LTN, refactor more stuff, and clean up more stuff and make more stuff. Essentially the same thing that we did in this episode. Thank you for watching and hope to see you again.